It's race number 11 on Friday at Churchill Downs. It's the Grade 1 Kentucky Oaks, a mile and an eighth with a purse of $1.5 million. Keep an eye out on the sky. They're expecting some rain at Churchill Downs this week. That could really impact this race. Before I get started, those of you who have recently subscribed, and it's been a lot of you, it's been a bunch of you, but welcome, I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Picked up some new subscribers in the last 24 hours. I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. Let's take a look at the field. In the Grade 1 Kentucky Oaks. 30-1 is early on, trained by Saffie Joseph. According to Equibase, in the last 365 days, Saffie is 0 for 16 in stakes races at Churchill Downs. A few races back, she broke a maiden by 5 1/4. Nice. Then finished second for Virginia Oaks. Last time out at this distance of a mile and an eighth, she only lost by a nose. Coming in from post position number 1. In the last 20 years, post number 1 was finished in the top 3 only one time. Getting 30-1 on the one horse. Early on. 10-1, it's simply joking. I have ownership shares in this horse, so I will be rooting for her. I will be cheering her on. I have ownership shares through Commonwealth, so good luck, simply joking. She broke her maiden in the stakes race by a neck. At the fairgrounds, next time out, she won the Silver Bullet Day Stakes over a sloppy racetrack, going gate to wire by 2.5. Nice speed figure in that race. And off a layoff of a little bit over 2 months in the Grade 2 Fantasy, she ran well, finished second. The quiet side. Her jockey, he's won this race twice since 2018. 9 of the last 20 winners of this race previously ran at the fairgrounds. You're getting 10-1 on the 2-horse Simply Joking. I will use her on my tickets and I will be rooting for her. At 20-1, it's Finally, written by Irad Ortiz, 20-1. You're getting with Irad Ortiz aboard. She's a perfect 2 for 2. Broke her maiden by 4. And she won the Virginia Oaks by half a length, stretching out. She's going to have to step up her speed figures. She is a perfect 2 for 2. You're getting 20-1 with Irad aboard. $30-1, Drexel Hill. Started off on synthetic. She broke her maiden by 6. A couple races after that, she finished third in Silver Bullet Day. At 9-1. The last time out, she won a stakes race at Aqueduct. Can she get the distance of a mile and an eighth? She's a closer. She would like a little pace to run into, and she should get it in this one. You're getting 30-1 on the 4, Drexel Hill. Also at 30-1, it's Quick Kick, trained by Tommy Amos in the last 365 days. Tommy Amos is 0 for 7 in stakes races at Churchill Downs. None of his horses have finished in the money. She broke her maiden, Saratoga, by 2.5. Finished second in Grade 1 Alcibiades and third in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. It's pretty nice. 3-year-old debut, she struggled. And in the Fairgrounds Oaks, yeah, she struggled again. Let's see if she can find her form from last year. Getting 30-1 on the 5-horse. Quick Kick. At 10-1, it's Ballerina de Oro. Trained by Chad Brown, written by Flavian Pratt. She broke her maiden on turf, winning by neck. A couple races after that in the Demoiselle, she finished second. Then in the Devona Dale, off a layoff, finished third. Then they stretched out back to 1.8 miles again. She won by a nose. Most of these horses have not competed at this distance. She's done it twice. She has a win and a second place finish. So she is proven at the distance. She's going to need some pace to run into, and she should get it. Now her trainer, Chad Brown, well, he's 0 for 4 in this race. But he does have one second place finish and 2/3 and a 4th. Getting 10-1 on the 6 horse. Ballerina d'Oro. Tell you, this is a good field. You have an overwhelming favorite, but you can use a lot of these horses in your exotics. Take a look at Cara. It's 6-1. She should be forward in this race. She's a Grade 1 winner. She won the Grade 1 Ashland. She broke her maiden by 8 at Saratoga and followed that up with a Grade 3 win. Her 3-year-old debut, Gate to Wire in the Suncoast by 6 1/4. And she won the Ashland last time. She was 9-1 in that race. You say she's looking good on the racetrack. She's been training well. Look at that workout she has coming into this one. Getting 6-1 on the 7 horse. Cara. Another horse that would like to be forward, it's 5G. She likes to lead. Won the Cash Run Stakes by 9 at Gulfstream. Last time out, second place finish in the Honeybee. Then in the Gulfstream Park Oaks, she went Gate to Wire, winning by 2 1/4. Manny Franco returns. Getting 12-1 on the 8 horse. 5G. Let's take a look at Tenma. 12-1, trained by Bob Baffert. Ridden by Juan Hernandez. Look at her form. She's won 3 in a row. She's won 5 out of 6. Broke her maiden in her debut. And after that, she became a Grade 1 winner, winning by a nose. She struggled next time out. In the Grade 2 Starlet, she won by a length and 3/4. Las Virgenes, she won by 6 1/2, but she was only competing against 2 other horses. She won Santa Anita Oaks by 2 1/4. Her trainer, Bob Baffert, well, he's won this race 3 times. She has the fastest Brisnet speed figure in this race. She also has the fastest buyer speed figure in this race at 92. But only one winner in the last 12 years of this race has come from California. Only one in the last 12 years. That was Abel Tasman. Now, she was trained by Bob Baffert. Keep an eye out on the track conditions. She's never been on and off track. It's a sloppy track. I'm not so sure how well she's going to handle sloppy track, if it's sloppy, on Friday. And I will use her on my tickets at 12-1. Also at 12-1 is Take Charge Mady, trained by Ken McPeak. He won this race last year. And ridden by Brian Hernandez. He won this race last year. She broke her maiden by 4 over a muddy racetrack. Next time out, she won a stakes race by 5 3/4. And Honeybee, she had a rough trip in the Honeybee. She bounced back nicely in Ashland, winning by a length and 1/4. I like this horse at 12-1. I do have one reservation about it. You see, Ken McPeak said this week she has a foot abscess. And so he's going to monitor her throughout the week. He's going to decide whether or not she can race on Friday. He said he's going to take it day by day. You know, a couple months back, she had a foot abscess. She was supposed to race in the Fantasy, and well, they scratched her out of that race. They raced her the following week in the Ashland. Let's see how she handles this issue with her foot. Keep an eye out on that. I do like her. You're getting 12 to 1 on the 10 horse. Take Charge, Mady. Oh, and here's your morning line favorite. 6 to 5. Perfect 6 for 6. It's good cheer. A perfect 3 for 3 at Churchill Downs. And when she raced on a muddy racetrack, she won by 17. It's hard to find anything wrong with this horse. Maybe her speed figures aren't overly impressive. Now, this is the third straight year that Brad Cox has trained the morning line favorite in the Kentucky Oaks. Now, how did his other two horses do? Not so well. Tarifa was the favorite, and she finished 9th. And Wet Paint was his other favorite. She finished 4th. But Cox has won this race twice since 2018, so he knows how to win this race. She's the best horse in the field, and she is the horse to beat. I will use good cheer on my tickets. Here's another long shot again at 30 to 1. It's Anna's Promise. She would like to be forward. She was in a maiden optional claiming race just a few races back. And she won an allowance race, but she finished 2nd at Gulfstream Park Oaks. Getting 30 to 1 on the 12 horse. Anna's Promise. She has a couple second place finishes at this racetrack. To 13 at 30 to 1. It's Bless the Broken. Broke up maiden by 10 at Evangeline. She didn't win again until the Bourbonnette Oaks at Turfway Park on synthetic. She was impressive. She won by 2 3/4. She's tried this distance one time before and she didn't like it. Finished 7th, behind by 12. John Velasquez returns. She's 30 to 1. Let's take a look at Quiet Side at 8 to 1. Written by Jose Ortiz. Out of 7 races, she's never been out of the money. Broke her maiden by 6 1/4. Next several races, she was very competitive. Raced well. And then the Honeybee posted her fastest speed figure. And she followed that up with a grade 2 win in the Fantasy. Winning by 3/4 of a length. I wish she had a better post position, but you know, horses in outside post positions in this race, they've done pretty well over the years. She's 8 to 1. I will use Quiet Side on my tickets. You can use so many of these horses on your tickets. You could use Cara, you could use Ballerina de Oro. Keep an eye out on Take Charge, Mady. I think this is a good race. These are the horses that I'm using. I'm using Good Cheer, Simply Joking, Quiet Side, and Tenma. And yes, Good Cheer is the horse to beat, but I will try to beat her with the 14 horse, Quiet Side. Now, I will use Good Cheer in my multi-race wagers. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know who you're picking in this race. Good luck.